good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you're watching me from. Ola Bisi Folarin here, and this is Marriage and Relationship Conversations with PB. And today, I need to get my shekere. I have the husbandman, my husband in the building. Reverend Mura Folarin, say hello.
Hello, people. I'm sure this will be a good time for you.
Hopefully, because it takes a lot to get my own dog on the set. My husband would most times not like to be be put on the spot like this. And so pardon us for any flaws. This is going to be very what's the word you use with impromptu.
Yeah,
There's a Bible word you use.
I can't remember.
You can't remember. Okay. So but anyway, so this is very unprepared. Okay, so yeah. But something happened. I did
Extempo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be extempo. Right. So something happened. I usually give out short videos, like you all know, those of you who follow me. And I spoke about the fact that, pastors need to stop leading, their female members on. Or brothers, I started from brothers, that men need to learn that there's something called leading a woman on, and I spoke about that. And after that, I felt, led to also speak to pastors who lead female members on, either advantageously or inadvertently. And I spoke about that. And, my father in the Lord reached out to me and said, whoa, you see, that was fantastic. Thank you for speaking to this. But, there's another one I think you should do. That, there are a lot of, okay, you are saying, the ladies, the pastors should not, be like that. But how about the fact that a lot of pastors' wives are not even allowing their husbands, to do the do as far as love making is concerned? And he said, I want you to address that. That a lot of women, pastors' wives, they are not. I'm like, that's a thing. That's new, because over here, I don't think we have a love making. We don't have a love making problem. It sounded strange to me, like, okay, so what could be the issues? Whenever a woman refuses, love making or sex, there's an issue. She's not a mad woman. Come on, this thing that we're talking about is very pleasurable. Hello, I think I'll put 18 plus rated on this video. But I wanted to have a feedback that this was a thing, and that maybe I can bring some of my friends. But like always, you all like to pretend a lot. So this podcast is for pastors. You all like to pretend a lot. Everyone went silent on me. God, I've catch you people today. So I have the time. I'm going to talk about it deeply. Maybe not. I don't know. Over to you, my husband. So, do we have a love making issue in this marriage?
We don't have a love-making issue.
Right from the inception till now.
Right from inception till now. I think, first of all, one of the things that played a good role in that is that we educated ourselves sexually. We educated ourselves. We read books, and then we have understanding of how to go about it, which may be a problem with pastors too. Many of us believe, generally, consciously, men believe that they should know what to do. But most times, if you have not read, you may not really know what to do.
Okay. So, from the days of the start of this marriage to the days now, which is 18 years, it has been from glory to glory. Yeah, I said that. See, I'm not going to close my heart to talk the things I want to do. So if you have children, you can take them out of the room, right? We're going to talk about it the way it is. So what do you think for us, and as a man, has contributed to this?
First of all, I think it's openness, getting to talk about it at different times. I remember that when we got married and we were trying to do it, I couldn't, you're a virgin, I couldn't, bear. I think it's just being vulnerable to one another. There were times we have to, learn out, what style, whatever. I feel for us, it is more like we were educated about what we want to do, and we went about it the right way.
And you spoke of vulnerability, very, very key. I don't know how you can be intimate with somebody that you're not vulnerable with. And for me, why I won't, I'm not sure my husband really answered the question I wanted, so I'll answer first and I'll take it back to him. The question is, why are women not giving in, to their husband's marriage? For me, I won't say no. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 100, maybe I'll come back to that. For me, I think it's dexterity. When a man, the fact that a man is dexterous at this thing, he understands what works for my body. I think my husband has understudied my body. Remember, we're talking about 18 years of marriage, right? So for me, even when I'm tired, it's difficult to say no, because this guy just knows what to do, with his wife's body, right? That's one. So for a lot of men, some of you men don't actually know what to do, but ego and pride, will not allow you admit that first to yourself, be true. I think that's a point. You need to be true to yourself before we even talk about vulnerability. So for my husband, it go hard to say no to somebody who knows all the right buttons to press and then knows how to do it. He understands my body, and then he's skilled at this. Sex is not just enter and come out. There's dexterity to this thing. At least for me, that's why, I mean, we can't have a sex issue of me saying I don't want to do. For you, what would that be?
Let me go back to what I've said before, and I'll explain why I said that. You said I know what to do. What made me know what to do is because I've read. I have understanding. First of all, most men don't know where the sensitive parts of their wife is, and then most of us feel that sex is just. It's just sex. It's not love making. The idea of love making is a different term entirely. It is not just sex, it is love making. It talks about a process. I mean, what are the things you're saying? How did you leave the house? What are you saying to yourself at different times and all that? Those things are very, very important. And that happens when you have understanding of the person you are dealing with. Also, when you understand that, then you know how to go about these things. That's what I would just say now. Then also to say that, like I said before, there's a difference between lovemaking and sex. A lot of people are having sex and are not doing lovemaking. Lovemaking is a process. It's an entire process. That's why I heard a pastor once say that Shebi is just sex. Pleasure of 5 minutes. It can be more than 5 minutes. It can be more than 3 minutes. It can be more than 1 minute if you understand the process of lovemaking.
Okay, so I'm going to bring you back. You still did not answer my question, right? So we're going to go there. Why is it that you won't say no to me, or sex wouldn't be boring for you to the point where we don't do it?
First of all, I'm attracted to you, okay, which is very important. Okay. I'm attracted to you. And then also because I've schooled myself that this is the only person I want to have sex with. This is the only person that I want to have relationship with sexually. And so I just must get myself into that. And number two, and then attraction. For a man, I don't understand. I don't understand how a man should not be attracted to his wife. You should be attracted to your wife, all right? And attraction will make you want to always have interaction with your wife, all right? And attraction will want to always make you to have interaction with your wife.
Okay.
I really don't know what you want me to say.
Okay, I think one of the things that makes it easier for my husband, and he can jarrow me, or he can disagree, will be the fact that I'm quite responsive.
Yeah,
I'm quite responsive,
yeah.
So it makes it easy. There's hardly any time my husband, on a scale of 100, before I ask him, I feel like he should feel me, but on a scale of 100, 1 to 100, I'll say how often do I respond to his love-making advances? I will say 95% of the time I would respond. He's shaking his head. Fat. In fact, let me go rogo you. Let me not bully you. So on a scale of 1 to 100.
No, sincerely, 95%. And then that's from the inception when we got married. Of course, I'm sure that a lot. And then, why would a woman not want to have sex with her husband? That's another question we're going to talk about. All right, but for my wife, 95%.
I'll tell you why. From the outset, like you said, we just made some certain decisions. There are things that have. We must understand as married couples that there's dutiful sex, as in the one that you do, not because you want to or you feel like, but you know that is a need. There are times in marriage that I see that, my husband, don't you mean to my dakuteni, oh, na lie. But it's a raw need for him at that time. I might not feel like it, but I've schooled myself at some deeper levels, men and brethren. There's a schooling that has to come. There's a wiring that you need to, imbibe. So for me, when I saw that my husband is not all about having his own satisfaction, he would always want to. This is something my husband showed me. I learned about observation, that if I wasn't satisfied, he would tune off. If he noticed that I wasn't into it, he would tune off. So for him, being satisfied was the fact that I also, get satisfied. And so for myself, I also read to the point that I got to know that your mind is your biggest sex organ. So women, sometimes don't tell yourself we are tired. Look, 1,001 times I'll be tired. But because I've schooled myself that, okay, this tiredness, show koja, be careful. Tell koja, be careful. I allow my husband to have his way. And after it's a lot of that, I'll be like, sister, she be so tired. Listen, dexterity. He knows He's familiar with your body. He knows what to touch, what to do, what to say, and he's good at it. Those two things are very key. I'm reiterating to the men. So if your wife is turning you down, are you good at it? Have you mastered her body, or it's just you want to open? And some of you don't even know how to approach a woman. Open this night. Open. You want to enter. Are you a malam, or are you a goat? Shiga, open. You trust. You come out. No, that's how chickens behave. So animals have sex. Human beings should make love. Like my husband was saying, there's a process to love making that does not even start from the bedroom. And let's even say the one that starts from the bedroom. How much of foreplay do you engage in? Some women, you are bruising them. They are not lubricated enough. You don't even know anything about lubrication. Getting a woman to a point of lubrication where she's the one that will even start begging for it. You don't know anything about those things. Men, let's tell ourselves the truth. If these women are resisting sometimes, there are those that they get to only lower. But sometimes, can we start from the fact that we need to learn to do better? I'm going to
Now,
ask.
do you remember there was one counseling we did together, that the man was talking about the fact that the woman was frigid. It was later we discovered, and that's why counseling, when you talk about real counseling, you go into the real issue. The issue was not that the woman was frigid. The issue was that the man did not know how to pleasure his wife.
And guess what?
If a woman is not pleasured, the woman doesn't want to get engaged into anything.
And pain, they are not things you fake. If somebody is pleasured, they respond.
Yeah.
If they are not pleasured, they turn down or you scream out in pain. These are two emotions that you don't fake. Okay. So running through, could you tell us some of the factors that contribute to you will tell us for a man, I will speak for the women, that contribute to a woman not being interested in wanting to make love to her husband, whether a pastor or not, even though we did this, from pastors. Your pastoral gap does not give you the right to deny yourselves, of that love making. You can't be holier than God that brought about sex. That thing is a cement on its own. Let's leave that. But here are 5 things, or a few things for the women. 1, a woman who is stressed up is not likely to be willing to have sex. 1, and if she does, she just lies down on the bed and do what you want to do your thing and go, right? So men, you need to learn to distress your wife. If you can afford, please get a help for your wife at home, especially if you are in your growing years where you have your children in the younger years. Get a nanny if you can afford to, and if you can't, then please help out. A distressed wife is a firewall in the bedroom. But when a woman is stressed, she's done all of that, then at night she wants to rest, then you want to do this. As how, sir? As how? Number 2, dexterity. Do you understand your wife's body? So a stressed wife cannot give you her best, or will not even agree. Number 2, dexterity. Do you understand that body? Or each time you handle her body, she's living with sores. And some of these women have been trained culturally not to make a man feel less of himself. Some of them go as far as moaning when they are not having pleasure. And if you're a woman, you're sitting on that table, instead of you to be having a discussion, you are moaning when you're not being pleasured. We should beat hell out of you. Stop the nonsense, stop the charade, and have conversations around this. So 2, dexterity. Does he know how to pleasure my body? If I feel each time he comes on me, I'm being bruised, or he's just satisfying himself and I'm left hanging, no, I will not agree to it. Maybe I'll come back to like I said, this is extempo. For a man, what could make a man turn a woman down or just not be interested?
Well, mostly for a man, when the man is thinking of bills, when the man is thinking of money, and is stressed at work and all that, it is a possibility that the man will obviously say no. Because for us as a man, our major satisfaction comes from the fact that we are able to eat goals, we are able to make money, we're able to do things. But when we can't do it, when we are not getting it, it becomes a problem.
Okay, so there you have it, women. So if your husband is not showing willingness for this thing, sometimes it's about the bills, about what they are thinking of, and all of that. For me, I've said 2 major things. Dexterity. Do you know how to handle her body? If she feels like she's being bruised anytime you come, or it's all about you. You release, you come, and then you leave her hanging. Some of you don't even know that there should be an after warmth or glow of cuddling up with the woman. You finish, you turn to the other side, you are grunting and you're snoring as, "Ow, sir, kilo shele gongono." What's wrong with you, sir? And then there's nothing wrong with getting knowledge. If you feel you are deficient in an area, please seek for knowledge. Talk to professionals that can really help you out, because there's an ART and there's an ACT to love making. Yeah. There's an art and there's an act. The act is just the trusting that you do. I hope you know that for women, It's more than
It's
trusting
more than
sometimes.
trusting.
It's
In
more than
fact,
trusting.
trusting is not even
What
the
brings
issue
about a
sometimes.
climax for women most times is just 5 inches into a vagina. That's where
Yeah.
the G spot is. Less than 2 inches into the vagina. But you just think it's about pumping. What are we pumping, sir? What are we pumping
She's not
exactly?
a tire.
She's not a tire. Stop pumping. Learn to understand dexterity. Learn to understand your wife's peculiar body, right? So for a woman, another thing could be, you are constantly comparing. A woman who is not happy cannot make you happy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? A woman who you have not checked on, you don't care about her mental, emotional well-being. Women, we are feelers. If we don't feel like it, we don't feel like. A man doesn't necessarily need to feel like having sex. So if he sees a ready body, he's ready to go inside. Am I talking, Abi? I'm not talking.
Absolutely.
Aha. So I mean, one more thing. Is there something else you think we should talk about before I round this up?
Basically, make sure that both of you are
And
pleasuring each
discuss.
other. Discuss about it. Talk about it. Sex is not just about the act. It's also, there should be discussions. Do you feel it? Do you enjoy it? What are you going through? That way, and then also be naughty. Talk naughty also. That also
Okay,
will
you
help.
just heard it from the Reverend himself. He said it. All right. Okay. All right. So I mean, until come your way another time, because I really want to keep this short. Know that everything boils down on you. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Your wife is not a mad woman. She's not just restraining because for restraining's sake. And women, I know some of you also weaponize sex. Stop it, my dear. My dear, stop it. You cannot be weaponizing sex. Sex is a raw need for a man. Like I said, there's dutiful sex, the one you do because you know this man, don't you he just needs to step down. Yes, in marriage, you're a step down transformer. I said it. Both of us were step down transformers for us. When the tension is high and side, sometimes sex is just for release. Sometimes, then there's the time there's pleasurable sex where both of you want it and you are into it, whether it is dutiful or pleasurable. Please, the number of times you turn down, and maybe it should be on things like health grounds. Yes, tiredness. You can be sincerely tired. There are several times I know I've been tired, but this man, my God, let's not go there. And then after, I'm asking myself, Auntie Shebele tired me. Again, dexterity and understanding your wife's body. But there are times that a woman is sick. Please listen. If she's truly sick, let her be, so that you will not go and climb Bukit Arafah and then end up with a corpse. Ireo. Until I come your way another time. From Pastor Mewa, one word for the men.
Sex is to be enjoyed.
And
So
not,
enjoy it.
And not endured.
And not endured.
God bless you. I'll see you some other time.